stay
No.
humble, stay humble. It you was stay humble, humble, humble.
Hamza. I love Hamza. Arsenal beat Real Madrid. Now that they've done that, you can honestly sit back and be like, you know what, they impressed you, right?
I think the thing is, this is the worst Madrid side I've seen in the last 10 years. I'll say that. I never thought Fran would play left back. I never thought Alaba, who's been injured for 3 years, would come in at the age of 34 playing left back. They're missing Asensio. They're missing what's that? They played Asensio. They're missing what's the name? Who's that? Militao. They're missing Mendy. This guy's missing Kamavic. They missed that. This is the same team that lost to Valencia, struggled to Getafe, lost 4-0 to Barcelona, beat Barcelona, beat them 5-2.
Stop.
I think Barcelona beat them 9-2 or something.
1 second. Why'd you say this the other day?
Them days when you dunk compete, as a FIFA, you got it today. You're like, yep, yeah, I'm enjoying the game today. I had a great day. Remontada day. Huh?
I said remontada against Crystal Palace, man.
I want to report a crime.
You want to report a crime?
Yeah.
Call the police.
Let me report a crime. Arsenal drew.
Okay, I don't watch football.
You don't watch football?
No, sir.
But that's a big thing. They're arrogant fans. Don't forget it.
Everyone to themselves.
They're arrogant fans. Don't forget it. Yeah? I want you to not support them.
Hamza is the greatest, man. Hamza is the greatest.
Where's the other one? The remontada one. Where is it?
Is that your bookmarks? Is that your bookmarks?
You know what? I have a bunch of
No, I think he's on
doing the madness. I have a bunch of videos of Hamza doing the madness. But the remontada one, Hamza, in one breath, you're saying this is the worst Real Madrid. In the other breath, you're saying they're going to beat us 5-1 in the second leg. You can't pick and choose when you want to run your agendas. Hamza, on a real for once, just be like, yo, fair play.
Listen, first, big up Arteta. Listen, if you didn't pick up that phone call from Pep Guardiola, I think things. No, he said it. He said he needed the advice anyway. So, listen, respect to that. Listen, mutual respect. Listen, I hate the fact that Pep Guardiola picked up that phone. He should have picked up that phone if that's me, Pep Guardiola, were live hanging out. I've had the worst 2 days of my life. Like United winning to Lyon and then Arsenal beating Real Madrid. I've woken up depressed. I'm walking to work like, bro, this can't happen. Madrid let me down. You're the Bernabeu. You talk with chest. You're saying before the game, gaslighting us before the game. Oh, Vinicius tweeting, I'll see you at 9 o'clock. Rodrigo doing that prayer. His father's praying when the Real Madrid bus is passing. This guy's telling us to translate some Spanish words about we'll see. It's a long game at 90 minutes at Real Madrid. They're tweeting every 1 minute. Vinicius saying that we'll see the best of him this season. 10 times harder after losing the what's the name? The Ballon d'Or. I think it's difficult. It's sad. It's very sad for me. I think you can see that for me it's very difficult. I can't believe that they beat. I don't know what to say, man. I'm lost for words, man. I'm lost for words. Sorry.
All right, let me show you one more thing, by the way. Hamza, what happened here?
Sorry, I have to cover my face, man.
That was a lucky free kick.
Silly boy.
And he ain't going to do it now because it's a fault. Watch.
Stay humble, Not Declan twice. Stay humble.
Humble and stay
No.
humble, stay humble. It you was stay humble, humble.
Hamza. I love Hamza. I love Hamza.
Oh,
I love Hamza.
Hamza, I never knew you had it in you, bro. I never knew you had it in you, bro.
You started this war. Wallahi, you started this war. Don't forget that.
My man was
skanking,
you know.
Man, he said before
Hamza needed a hip replacement after that.
Oh my God. Humble. Anyways, guys, do you think we could beat PSG? Ahmed, what do you think?
You're not beating PSG. You're not beating PSG. And the reason why I say that you're not going to beat
Say it again. Say it again.
Arsenal
Ahmed, don't
will
do
not.
this. Ahmed, don't do this, please.
Bro,
Don't
listen,
please.
listen. I'll put
What
my
is this?
chest out.
Inception? Why
Don't.
are you
Listen.
warning it?
Wait, hold on.
Ahmed,
Before you,
please,
what was your
don't
last
say
prediction?
anything, man. Just say.
Right, listen, I did 2 predictions. Yeah, I said that. Look, I said PSG have a 60% chance of beating Liverpool. I got that one right. The Madrid one, listen, I didn't get that one correct. Third time lucky. PSG will beat Arsenal. They will beat them over the course of 2 months.
Why are they better than us?
And I'll tell you why they're better than you. Yeah, right. Unlike Madrid, PSG aren't going to rely on moments. Why? Because they dominate the ball in possession. Right. Right. They're more balanced in the attack. Firstly, they don't have 3 left wingers occupying the same space.
And the
midfield
fullbacks
as well.
Jeez.
If you look at the midfield, Vitinha, Fabian Ruiz, what's the other guy? What's the other Donny called? Joao Neves. They're all quality on the ball. They're all going to press you like mad dogs, and they're not going to give you a sniff. And if you look at their fullbacks, Hakimi and Nuno Mendes, they're going to be very different. You just saw Nuno Mendes pocket Salah, and you've seen Nuno Mendes come across the Aston Villa. Yeah, he called PSG kind of crumbled when Aston Villa were sticking it on them, but still, they just beat 2 solid Premier League teams in Villa and Liverpool. They've got a better manager. They've got better players. Better as a team. They've just went unbeaten in their league. Not unbeaten. They've won their league really early. Yeah, bro. Like PSG are just more fluid.
Guys, doesn't his logic also apply to everything Arsenal just did versus Real Madrid?
But I said they don't rely on moments. Madrid.
We don't rely on moments.
No, I'm saying Madrid rely on moments.
Bro, we've beaten.
I said unlike Madrid. Unlike Madrid.
Okay. We've shown that we're a better defensive team than PSG in this competition. We've also shown we're a better offensive team than Real Madrid in this competition. We've also shown that we can slow down attacking sides, play without the ball, and let teams have possession and still win games. There's many different ways to win a game. And if PSG are semi one-dimensional based on what I can see from how I view them, I think
they're not one-dimensional.
Whoa.
Slow down,
You say a lot of stuff.
I don't
Why do you have to go?
I don't think
You just go too far, man. You just go too far.
Let Rack speak on this, Egal.
I don't think PSG is going to change the way they play to come to Arsenal, where Arsenal will acclimatize to how PSG play.
Have you seen PSG on the counter-attack as well? As much as they do
and with the fullbacks.
Have you not seen Vinny and Mbappe?
Madrid ain't PSG. Not at this moment in time. Like right now, bro. This is. I think people are getting a bit gassed. I said they're going to beat Madrid. I said on all my pods, people laughed at me because I said this Madrid team at the moment plays and the way they just put in plays in different positions and stuff. And Valverde is playing in defense.
They lost to Valencia and all that.
But PSG, but PSG, I was saying they haven't had that. You saw against Villa, but that's towards the end of the game. They got a bit nervy, but they got through over the line.
And Villa dangerous side. Villa for quick players.
I'm not saying Arsenal can't beat PSG. I'm not going to say PSG can't beat Arsenal, but I'm just saying. Don't, even as a fan, don't walk into this game bringing that Real Madrid win into that.
On the counter-attack, Arsenal aren't as good as Villa.
It's a different thing. Huh?
On the counter-attack specifically, Arsenal aren't as good as Villa on the counter-attack.
But we're not going to be as scared as Villa were in the first game.
I think
that is true. That is true. That this game,
and we're much better defensively than Villa.
Yeah, Egal, for a second. Let's defer to Rack, 6-time UCL winner. He's faced PSG. Let him kind of give his take on your chances.
PSG and beat them.
Yeah, but without
but they didn't have
you're not a 6-time UCL winner. Let me hear from an experienced
man.
They
had like 3 players. The key, the 3 key players were missing. Dembele,
Kvaratskhelia. You guys, I need to pray, guys. Take over for a couple minutes as I go pray.
Yeah. All right.
I think Arsenal are a great side. Yeah, Arsenal to beat Arsenal. Think about it. Newcastle beat them. Yeah, Villa beat them.
We beat
West Ham beat them. Brentford drew to them. Everton drew to them. And you can see, it's not hard to frustrate them.
Yeah.
All you need to do against this Arsenal side is you need quick players and players on transition who can play different parts of position. So you got Kvaratskhelia coming into midfield, Kvaratskhelia going as an attacking forward, Dembele coming in, Doué going on the left. That's the key to beat Arsenal.
Put the intensity on them. I hear you, bro. I hear you.
You can't play, and that's the only way you have. To, and you have to have
pragmatic against Arsenal.
Players. Yeah, you can't just sit back and say, "Let me attack them all." Vinicius is just going to attack one wing, and Mbappe drops back. You have to attack them from all forces because
Tension.
Kivia has to come out that position. Miles Kelly, you can cook. He can get cooked.
Dembele will cook him.
Dembele is
Defensively, I
very,
hear you.
very, and he can shoot both
Defensively,
feet.
yeah.
He can shoot left and right, so he can turn him in. And the thing is, they have to be very careful, PSG. But Arsenal, they're great, and they're missing Thomas Partey. Who's going to play that defensive position for them at Emirates? Who's going to play that position?
To be honest, they don't really. Arsenal don't really rely on individuals when it comes to defending. They defend as a team. Anyway,
Partey's key. Partey's key for them.
Yeah, he's key. He is key. He's their best midfielder. That I agree with.
I think Declan Rice was on a yellow to get suspended.
Is that correct?
Yeah, he was. Yeah, but I think he's okay. I think the yellow cards get scrapped now, right? Is that right?
Is it?
Or for the semi-final?
But Partey will still miss his game. But I think Rice's yellow card, so I don't necessarily think he'll miss his second. Yeah, I think so. Someone was talking about that yesterday in the Europa League, so I presume it's the same in the Champions League as well. Look, from my point of view, Egal probably can't hear me. PSG is the best team that we've played this season by a considerable margin, and they deserve to go through against us. So I don't think anybody should be complacent about it. This is going to be a very tough game, but it will also be a tough game for PSG because Arsenal have a structure. They have very good players. Saka, the one thing I said about Saka is that I don't know how he's going to come back after a long period of injury. And Man's hit the ground running. And I like Saka, so I dislike Madrid. So when he scored that goal and the Madrid fans were crying, I was quite happy about it. I think it's going to be a really good game, and I really want to see both teams play to their maximum, and then the best team will win.
That's the thing.
Yeah, PSG have got weapons that can definitely hurt Arsenal, and Arsenal have weapons that can definitely hurt PSG. If you leave, Arsenal have got a very potent counter-attack if they can utilize it correctly.
That's the thing. What's Arsenal's?
Hakimi on Miles Kelly's side. Hakimi. Who plays on Hakimi's side? Is Dembele? Is it Dembele?
Yeah.
Okay, so Hakimi Dembele against Martinelli and Miles Kelly.
That's
that part that needs to hurt them. And Hakimi is quick. Dembele is very quick.
But that's where PSG will be kept.
Where Madrid lack. Madrid lack that position to hurt them.
But that's where they're going to be. That's why for me the game's going to be mad interesting. I wonder how, on Arsenal's perspective, how it's going to play out, because if, like Raka was saying, like basically, I want to see them go toe to toe, because they both can do that, and that will be interesting. Or will it be a game plan where Arteta says, you know what, they like to attack, and with their wing backs, they push up mad high, as you see, and will Arsenal do it that way and try and go on a counter attack or change it up in certain parts of the game? You know what I'm saying? So
first game's at the Emirates as well. So the away game, the second game is going to be away at PSG. May make a difference.
And also, if you look at the midfield that Madrid played, in the second leg, who did Madrid play? It was Bellingham and who else?
Did Valverde play in there? I'm sure he played in there.
They had
Tchouaméni.
Tchouaméni,
Valverde and Bellingham.
So they had Tchouaméni and Bellingham. None of them are controllers. None of them can control the game. All of them are literally get in the box, arrive late. Bellingham did nothing. Fabian Ruiz is going to calm the game. He's going to relax. Going to make it. He's a quality midfielder, and with Vitinha as well, with how he's been playing this season and for a long time as well for Euros too. They've got better midfield. They've got better quality all around the pitch. They've got better individual players. Arsenal are just a good team with a bunch of decent players. That's how I see it. I think their manager, in Arteta, as a manager, he's better than the quality of players that he's got at his disposal. That's how I see it. Because Enrique, you got to understand, he's been in this competition.
You think Arteta's doing more with less?
I think Arteta has overachieved in this Champions League. Yeah, with the players that he's got. I think so, yeah. Because I don't rate this squad that highly with Arsenal. I really don't rate it highly. I don't think that, bro. They just beat Madrid, with what's his name, Kiwior. What his name is, Kiwior. Sorry, and they didn't even have a number 9 that they've been saying for the longest, and just beating Madrid. So I was very surprised by that.
That's their only 2 gaps, though. If you really look at Arsenal, those are the only 2. Those are the 2 spots that they really have some questions about. Everywhere else, they're covered.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. Like, I just think that they're just a very organized, well-run team. I don't see any. I don't look at Arsenal's team and be like, "Oh my days, this guy's going to do something out of nothing." I generally don't see it with any of them. Like,
I think, yeah, when I look at Arsenal, I just look at it's going to be a long day to try to break them down.
yeah,
Like,
very well coached team.
That's the thing, especially with this knockout stage. It's going to be a long 90 minutes to try to break it down and get a goal. And if they're gonna play it out that way, and then whoever does or whoever takes their chances on the second leg, so be it. And again, I think when you have two clubs that don't have that heritage, it is a 50-50. It is
It's
going
kind
to
of funny.
Haven't
You got-
PSG
you
won the
got- you got-
Champions League before?
no,
No,
they
never.
haven't, no.
Who, PSG?
It's very
Fine,
interesting. You got two teams on one side of the draw have never won Champions League,
Yeah.
and you got two teams in Inter and Barca, obviously, who have. So at the very least,
I would rather play
one team
Barca.
with no Champions League will be in the final.
Can I say one thing?
Facts.
You guys are being extremely fair. I don't think you guys are being biased
Not
at
a
all.
surprise.
No agendas. I rate this. And this is why we have football conversations. Because I felt like going into the second leg, I felt like we weren't having football conversations. Everything was about remontada, Real Madrid's 15 Champions Leagues, Arsenal just going to lose. But going into the PSG tie, because they don't have the prestige of winning it, and it's kind of like they don't have that history of getting to these finals and delivering, and they have a very young team. I do think it's more people are giving Arsenal a chance, but I do think Arsenal go into this tie the favorites. I think Arsenal go into this tie the more organized defensive team. They're the better offensive team, and I think what's going to balance each other out is to see which manager can out tactic the other.
As the favorites, though. Favorites.
I don't know about
in this
favourites
tie,
personally.
I think Arsenal are the favorites. Yeah.
You think?
Thank you for watching that short clip. Hopefully you enjoyed that video and you left a like on the video. Leave a comment down below. Let me know what you thought about the discussion that we just had. I bid you guys adieu. Respect for watching and for getting up to this level. You're a real one.